Hey man, who in here, man? Who in here? You in here? Man, what the hell you doing here, man? Guess who's back? Man, back again. I'm back again. Man, I got a new one for y'all today. Today's topic, reality loops. You might be sitting there asking, what's a reality loop? Okay, a reality loop. Well, reality loops is basically it's when you stuck in a place without even realizing that you was there. You stuck in a reality and it's playing and you don't even realize it. Like, let me give you an example of it. A reality loop would be like, okay, let's say you in a relationship. And let's say within like the first 6 months, you realize like this might not go nowhere. I could see this now. This is not what I want in my life. This is not what I'm trying to be or trying to be with. I want someone way better than this or whatever. So once you realize that and you don't act on what you saying, what you feel in your heart, you feel like this is not the relationship you want, or this is not the person you want to be with, or this is not the job. When you realize that and you don't act on it, like you don't break it up or you don't say, okay, I can't do this. I want to call it quits or whatever. I can't do this. If you don't do that, you you might end up in a reality loop. And what I mean by this is, 10 years later, these same thoughts been playing in your head for 10 years. Oh, I shouldn't be with this person, man. I should have been left this bro. I shouldn't. And then 10 years later, you just not deciding to leave him or leave her when you knew this wasn't gonna work 10 years ago. So you was stuck in the reality loop for 10 years because you already didn't figure this out 10 years ago. But for whatever reason, usually be friends. Oh, give him another chance. Oh, give her another chance, man. She cool. Or whatever reasons that you decide to continue to do something that you know isn't working out for you. A lot of people, like, let's take the job for instance. A person get a job within the first 2 weeks, they realize they think to themselves, you know what, this job is a little too much. I ain't getting paid enough to do all this, what I'm gotta do, and the people, I just don't get along with people. I just really don't like too many of these people. You know, the boss slow or whatever you come up with within the time frame, you realize this ain't for me. And then you stay at this job for the next 2 years complaining about the same stuff that you figured out 2 years ago. Oh, I can't stand these people, man. They get on my nerve, man. The boss slow. This, that, this, and that. That's what I like to call a reality loop. Even you could be in a reality loop with social media. Okay, let's say you was planning on doing the laundry today, or one of your projects, or cleaning up, or something around the house you was planning on doing today. Let's say, but before you do it, you say, I'm gonna get on Facebook real fast before I start. So then you get on Facebook before you start, not even realizing it. An hour then went past, and you realize like, oh shit, an hour just look at your watch. Oh man, an hour just went past. Oh, I was supposed to be doing the laundry, man. Ah, but now I'm not even really in the mood for it no more because I want to be on Facebook now because it got interesting. So now you like, well, I just do it tomorrow. It ain't no big deal. So then you stay on Facebook another hour or two. So 3 hours went past, and you realize to yourself like, damn, you don't even. Sometimes people don't even realize it because they stuck in this loop. They're like, man, if they could realize it, they say, man, I've been doing this for 3 hours, and guess within them 3 hours, I could have had two, three of my projects done. But instead, I didn't got on Facebook, man. Got stuck in a reality loop. Oh man, I was supposed to be. You know what? I wanted to clean the house, but let me just sit down for a minute and relax for a little bit. Lay down. All of a sudden, you done dozed off. 3 hours later, 4 hours later, you wake up like, shit, I wasn't even trying to go to sleep, man. You was stuck in a reality loop. Because in order to, so what I'm saying is this. With reality loops, you tend to not even realize that you wasting your time doing something that isn't benefiting you. See, that's why I started the Flesh Suit Reboot because I was noticing that I was spending more time on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat, all these social medias, and I got too much to do. I got a lot of stuff to do. I own two companies, and I'm putting them to the side just to be on Facebook posting jokes and posting nonsense, and Facebook ain't paying me for none of it. I'm just doing it. You know, you could it's other ways you could get stuck in a reality loop too. And another one of the main ways that I notice people get stuck in these reality loops, they make excuses for not doing what they know they need to be doing. Like, you're supposed to be working on your company or working on your business or working on something that you want to do in your life. But instead, you say, your friends call you, hey man, we finna go out. You want to go out with us? Instead of saying, nah, I can't go out, man. I got a lot to do. We say, you know what? I go out for a little bit. I don't go out that much. So I deserve to go out. Yeah, you deserve to go out when you have time. Your time to go out. Not because somebody asking you to. When you want to go out. Not because somebody say, oh yeah, man, come out with us, man. We need you. You fun. Whatever they come up with to get you to go. To stop the loop before it even start, you don't go. So let's say you do decide to go into this little loop. You know damn well you work in the morning, but you going out now instead of going out for 30 minutes or an hour like you said you was. You notice you done stayed out for 5, 6 hours. You done end up at Denny's. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You at Denny's eating, and you work at 10 in the morning. But then when you sober up, you realize that, oh man, I know, man, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I knew I shouldn't even went, man. You can't trust yourself once you ain't in the state of mind you were in before it started. It's hard to realize it while you in it. Now you drinking, you smoking, you playing with your friend, you having fun. You ain't even realizing that You got way more important things you should be doing right now instead of hanging out. Why not hang out when you could, when you got the time? Don't allow yourself to get stuck in these reality loops because you'll waste so much time doing nothing. Like, even people that get out of high school after graduation, they say, you know what, I'm going to take a year off before I go to college or so. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take 1 year off and take a break. And then, like, 3 years later, they realize, like, damn, I was only supposed to take a year off. I only took 3. I was not trying to do that. But you got so caught into this reality loop that you didn't even realize that you have exceeded the time frame that you was giving yourself. Now you feel like you need to catch up to your time, the time frame that you was trying to stay in. You know? So with these reality loops, man, tell people the truth. Tell yourself the truth. Don't allow yourself to do nothing that you don't want to do, because you get stuck in these loops and then you don't know what to do. Or you spend the time that you could be resting, trying to hurry up and catch up to what you said you was going to do. You know what I mean? Do what you want to do. Do what you need to do first. And then do whatever else you had time for after that. Because if you don't, you're going to be stuck in a reality loop, wasting your time when you could have got your stuff done and then went and did that you wanted to do. Use what you want to do as a reward after you do what you need to do. That's the key to this reality loop stuff. It's kind of like a time trap. Like you stuck in a time trap. Like you just don't know what to do right now. Well, you have no idea what you're doing right now. Because our subconscious mind holds all our habits. And what you have a habit of doing, you're going to always do. Unless you change that habit. So, stay aware of what's going on at all times. Because that's all you're doing. Your awareness go to parts of your memory and bring that up. Excuses, whatever you want to, whatever. Just constantly remind yourself that you come first, then everything else do. Without you, you can't enjoy or witness anything. Always remember that. Love to all, and to all, spread the light.